morning, guys. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. It is Friday. Hey, it's the weekend. I am so excited it's the weekend because it's my time to rest time. For the most part, I'm not saying I don't have chores and all that other stuff. I do. I do things throughout the weekend as well. Although it's kind of hard because I'm not feeling the greatest. It's that time of the month again. Yeah, like you guys need to know that, but forewarning, if I get kind of grumpy or if I feel kind of bleh or seem kind of off, that's why. My moods are constantly all the time. But anyway, my room is back to normal. As normal it's going to be, other than the blinds. That's why it's so shiny, light in here. Everything's back to normal except for my dollhouse back there. I just decided to leave it there, and I actually might just leave it there only because the blinds are not put back in yet, and those will be back in tomorrow. However, I kind of want my dollhouse there for now. I mean, since I don't really sit over there, it doesn't matter that it's over there. I thought about putting a sitting area, putting like a comforter and some other blankets, well, not necessarily blankets, but pillows and maybe some stuffed animals, because I don't have a lot of my stuffed animals out like I used to. But the only reason why I had put them away, I didn't have anything there, is because of the bugs. But since we have better windows and I don't have my AC unit in the window anymore, maybe I'll have less bugs. Hopefully none. That would be great. But yeah, since I don't have issues with bugs anymore, I could put stuff there. Except for the only time I'll probably have to remove the seating area and put everything back and put my dollhouse back there is because if my family comes back, I don't necessarily want my nieces and nephews playing with my dollhouse because it's so fragile. And I'm like, it's not really necessary for play, it's for display only. And I wouldn't even play with it. I might rearrange some things, but then I just came up with an idea. Instead of letting my dollhouse go to waste, I used to, well, I don't say I used to, but I had previous made a video because I used to go in my brother's room and play video games when he would let me. And at the time he would go downstairs and watch TV, so I would play video games occasionally in his room. And so he had like this nightstand beside him, or side table, and he had display of his Legos. And so I made this video playing, I'm not sure how long it is, and I think there's a two-parter. I'm not sure if it's two-parter or one-parter. And I literally played with Legos and made a whole storyline out of it. I was thinking, maybe I could do that for my dollhouse. So instead of letting it just go to waste, I might just make a story plan. I just have to come up with ideas and stuff like that. I just thought it would be nice, even though I'm a grown adult. Why not? I mean, let's make use of it. Who knows? I don't know if you guys are going to be interested in that content. I'll put that in a whole separate category, so if you're not interested, you don't have to watch the video. Plus, I'm not done my dollhouse yet, so I gotta get that finished. That might be a while. But if you guys comment down below if you'll be interested in watching that other segment of the video that I made a long time ago, that I made with Zachary's Legos. Quality's not as great because I used my old camera at the time and I was a teenager. So, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll have that posted. Put that up because I still have it in the archives. But anyway, how was my week? My week was kind of weird, honestly. I worked Monday, that's why I didn't vlog, and I vlogged Wednesday because I had the day off that day. So Monday, we had scheduled a person that had to have surgery on Tuesday on Monday. So we did Monday, and I unforgivably had to get up at 5:30, which I absolutely detest. getting up past 6 in the morning because it's just absolutely ridiculous. But this was necessary because I have to have 2 hours to get myself going in the morning if I'm going to go somewhere. Anyway, so despite the getting up early, I only had one house, and then Mom had school and some other things. I think we had grocery shopping and that sort of thing. And then we came home. Tuesday was the 2 days that we were going at that one villa area, because all of the clients on that Tuesday is in one area. And then we rescheduled the one house that we had on Wednesday on Tuesday. So we went from Morgansville all the way to Keedysville, which is a long distance, guys. It really is. Just trust me, if you don't know those areas, just bear with me. But it's a long drive, and it's ridiculous, and it's exhausting and boring, as Mom likes to call it, because it kind of is boring. It's kind of the same redundant thing, and then of course you get stuck behind traffic and all that other junk. So Wednesday I had the day off. Obviously I was here, kind of filmed a little bit what was going on. Not really, but I kind of filmed what basically that day happened. So got our windows put in, except for mine. Didn't get it put in until yesterday. So yeah, my room was a chaotic mess. Excuse me. So yeah, hopefully there won't be any bugs coming in now that the new window's in. Hopefully there won't be any drafts. There shouldn't be, unless our AC unit is put in, which will not be put in until next year, because I don't need it. Anyway, and for some odd reason the air still comes up if their AC is on in here, and it's not too hot, like it doesn't get to the 80s. It does circulate enough in my room, and I just need my ceiling fan to circulate even more, and it's perfectly fine. But however, the boys' room, for some odd reason, doesn't work as well. Not sure how that works. Maybe it's because the furnace, well, it's not the furnace area, I'm just call it that, even though I don't know if it's still called a furnace. Anyway, is on my side of the house, so maybe that's why. Excuse me. The frogs are real. It's that time of the year when the sinuses are just insane. Spring and fall are the worst. But anyway, and of course I worked yesterday. Yeah, my cycles decided to start yesterday, so it wasn't as bad. Today it is, because it's the second day. Anyway, so at least it started near the weekend, and I didn't have to worry about going to work. Well, I kind of will, because we got a new client yesterday. So they seem to be really nice people. Anytime we have been, because we've been trying to get rid of some of the other clients that have been not either one paying us enough, which is a pet peeve, guys. I'm sorry, but the economy is constantly rising. Prices are going up. Prices between gases and chemicals and everything, there's a lot of overhead. So we need the raise, or yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just the way it is. So we're getting paid what we're worth. Let's put it to you that way. Mama Bear is putting her paw down and saying, if you're not going to pay it, then we're going to give you so many weeks notice, and we're letting go. So recently we just gave a week's notice to one of our clients, and God always provides, guys. Anytime we, Mom's been praying as well for this. Anytime a client, we've had to let go of a client, God has been providing a new client in our way. So we have the estimate. Well, we already did the estimate. We're doing the initial one Monday, and then if anything goes well, there's another potential client that's friends of ours. It's so funny. A lot of these new clients always are recommending us to their friends. So it's like a domino effect, which is hilarious in a lot of ways. But anyway, so God is providing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. So we're not going without. So yeah, I don't know what the future holds. I know we can't continue to do this forever, but Mama Bear has a backup plan if she can't get into the school system and retire by next year, which was the plan if she can, because there's a job opportunity for her next year. But if it falls through and doesn't work out, God's going to provide and still continue with the working business. We still need the income no matter what. We can't just quit, up and quit. I can't rely on Ricky's payment all by himself. But anyway, what am I going to do if we do retire? I don't know. I mean, I have maybe some ideas, but it's hard to find any jobs that is conducive that I can work with, because I am a slow person overall and I don't understand or comprehend. I'm not a fast-paced person. People really don't understand that I need what's the right word? Grace. I need grace when it comes to work and patience, and that they need to, and this is today's society is always like all the time and expects you to hop and understand right off the bat. And it's like there's so many people like myself that have a hard time with disabilities and understanding and all this other things. Be able to work. It's not, they just kind of write us off instead of actually giving us a chance to do things. And some people are, not saying every company or every business or any doesn't accommodate this, us, my type of people with disabilities and all this other stuff, but they're not a lot of people are not patient enough, and I feel like we need people in this world to be more conducive instead of making us workhorses all the time. I'm not saying work is a bad thing. I'm just saying we don't need to always be on survival mode all the time instead of being, way kind of used to, honestly. I feel like society is always constantly just expecting you to be a robot, and I'm like, we're not robots, we're human beings. We make mistakes, we have problems, and we need to solve them in a more gingerly place instead of feeling like we have to jump to... I hope I'm making any sense to you guys. I'm trying to explain things, in my opinion about it. I hope you understand. If not, just kind of ignore me. Sorry. I know that's kind of gross. But anyway. So that's kind of how my week has been. And so, yeah. And the fact that I'm just be glad to get my blinds in tomorrow. So, anyway. My battery's flashing. I need a new one. That's why I kind of keep looking up at the screen just to see how long it was going to turn red. Anyway, I gotta get myself going. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try to film Bible time, guys, instead of putting it off. I also need to get my chores done, so. Anyway, see you guys later. Okay, guys, it is the evening. Hello again. What have I done today? What have I done? I dusted. I vacuumed. I really don't know what else I did, to be quite honest. Oh, I took a nap today. I can't think of what I need. That's what I need. So, instead of reading over there, because the dollhouse is in the way, I am going to read in my reading corner. So that's all else I also did. My new reading corner, I guess you'd call it. had this previously before where I had pillows and blankets here, but then there were so many bugs that accumulated that I just kind of stopped. But now, let's see if I can adjust you guys. There we go. I have a few of my stuffed animals I haven't had out for a while. This is my otter, and I named him Seth from a long time ago. And then my German Shepherd. Did I call her Lady? I think I named it Lady at one point because we had Lady, our German Shepherd, at the time. And then this dog, Golden Retriever. What did I name you? I don't know. I'm gonna have to rename you apparently because I can't remember your name. I had a collection of dog stuffies at one point because I was really into dogs. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. That's glue. But caulk and stuff. Feels like. At least it doesn't smell as bad anytime I come in here, but there's like glue on the wood. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of getting distracted. I was just looking at the window. I'm like, admiring the work they did. They did a good job. I am very satisfied. So is Ricky. So, and I'm just glad. Hopefully, we'll leave some bugs out. Oh, you know what? That's gonna be nice. I've got screens now. I mean, I've always had a screen in that window, but I don't recall if I had a screen in this window. So I can lift the window up. I think it's only half screen. Yeah, I think it's only half screen, which is perfectly fine. And now Zachary has all screens in his window, so he can open the window. I think that's pretty much the update. What happened? Oh, I did laundry as well. I kind of forgot about that. Anyway. Before we get into Bible time, I kind of forgot to tell you that a few things that I had gotten from a client. One of our clients is so very nice. She loves this time of the year, and she gets us Christmas stuff too. But between my mom and I, we had gotten these little things. First of all, anyone is anyone. Okay, don't mind my blind things there, but I love gnomes, and so there was this one and another one that Mom had gotten, and a pumpkin. There was a blue one and an orange one. I want the classic orange, obviously, and then this was set up together. Didn't have to. But I really like this one, and I've named him Henry. He's holding a little acorn. It says blessed, and then it came with these clubs. Mugs that have let's get cozy. I'm obviously not gonna use it for that purpose of drinking out of it, but it's just my setup. Besides this and that, like, come on, that is so nice. But it also had hot chocolate in it, like a packet of hot chocolate and Hershey Kisses. I just threw Mom and I just put the Hershey Kisses for anyone to eat. I'm not a huge fan of just plain chocolate. I find it boring. In my opinion, it is. Some people like just pop plain chocolate in their mouth. I'm like, it's gotta have caramel, cookie, nougat, something else. Unless it's a peanut butter. Unless it's like an M&M. I like M&Ms then. But anyway, it is everybody's favorite time. I think I've blobbed long enough. Anyway, it is everybody's favorite time. Vlogging, that is Bible time. So let's get started. I think we're still in Numbers, right? No, yeah. We have to be in Numbers because I am in. I always try to do where this bookmark is. That's where I'm currently reading. I'm in Isaiah, but where in Numbers, right? Yes. Numbers chapter think we're in chapter 4. So, okay, bear with me if I already read this chapter. I'm not sure. We'll see. But it's called The Duties of the... These words, man. Kohanitite clan. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, record the names of the members of the clans and the families of the Conanite division of the tribe of Levi. List all the men between the ages of 30 and 50 who are eligible to serve in the tabernacle. The duties of the Conanitites. Someone's driving down the road. I think they're going to our neighbors here. Neighbors because they got brake lights. But anyway, distraction, squirrel moment. The tabernacle will be related to the most sacred objects. When the camp moves, Aaron and his sons must enter the tabernacle first to take down the inner court, and cover the Ark of the Covenant with it. Then they must cover the inner court curtain with fine goatskin leather and spread over a single piece of blue cloth. Finally, they must put the carrying poles of the ark in place. Next, they must spread a blue cloth over the table where the bread of the presence is displayed, and on the cloth they will place the bowls, pans, jars, pitchers, and special bread. They must spread a scarlet cloth over all of this, and finally a covering of fine goatskin leather on top of the scarlet cloth. Then they must insert the carrying poles into the table. Next, they must cover the lampstand with a blue cloth along with its lamps, lamp snuffers, trays, and special jars of olive oil. Then they must cover the lampstand and its accessories with fine goatskin leather and place the bundle on a carrying frame. Next, they must spread a blue cloth over the gold incense altar and cover this cloth with fine goatskin leather. Then they must attach the carrying poles to the altar. They must take all the remaining furnishings of the sanctuary and wrap them in blue cloth, cover them with fine goatskin leather, and place them on its carrying frame. They must remove the ashes from the altar for sacrifices and cover the altar with a purple cloth. All the altar utensils, the fire pans, meat, forks, shovels, basins, and all the containers must be placed on the cloth, with a covering of fine goatskin leather must be spread over them. Finally, they must put the carrying poles in place. The camp will be ready to move when Aaron and his sons have finished covering the sanctuary and all of the sacred articles. The Conanitites, I feel like I'm saying this so many different ways because I can't pronounce it, will come and carry these things to the next destination. But they must not touch the sacred objects, for they will die. So these are the things for the tabernacle that the Conanitites must carry. Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, will be responsible for the oil of the lampstand, the fragrant incense, the daily grain offering, and the anointing oil. In fact, Eleazar will be responsible for the entire tabernacle and everything in it, including the sanctuary and its furnishings. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, do not let the Canaanite clans be destroyed from among the Levites. This is what you must do so they will live and not die when they approach the most sacred objects. Aaron and his sons must always go in with them and assign a specific duty or load to each person. The Kohanitites must never enter the sanctuary to look at the sacred objects for even a moment, or they will die. Alright, these are the duties of the Gershonite clan. Gershonite. Again, not saying this right. There's another person just slowly looking through. Hello. Sorry, when I can clearly see people and they were going slow enough, they were probably like staring at me or wondering what was going on in here. But anyway. The Lord said to Moses, record the names of the members of the clans and the families of the Gershonite division of the tribe of Levi. Lists all the men between the ages of 30 and 50 who are eligible to serve in the tabernacle. These Gershonite clans will be responsible for general service and carrying loads. They must carry the curtains of the tabernacle itself with its coverings, the outer covering of fine goatskin leather, and the curtain for the tabernacle entrance. They are also supposed to carry the curtains for the courtyard walls that surround the tabernacle and altar, the curtain across the courtyard entrance, the ropes, and all the equipment related to their use. The Gershonites are responsible for all these items. Aaron and his sons were direct the Gershonites regarding all their duties, whether it involves moving the equipment or doing other work. They must assign the Gershonites responsibility for the loads they are to carry. So these are the duties assigned to the Gershonite clans at the tabernacle. They will be directly responsible to... Sorry, my nose is itchy. Responsible to Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. Duties of the Meritite clan. Now record the names of the members of the clans and families of the Meritite division of the tribe of Levi. Ooh, my tongue and my brain's not catching up. List all the men between the ages of 30 and 50, as per usual, who are eligible to serve in the tabernacle. Their only duty at the tabernacle will be to carry loads. Guys, I don't have Tourette's. I just sounds like I do. It's because I always do those noises just for the fact that my brain and my eyes are not working together, or my mouth, so I'm seeing the words, it's just not coming out the way I want it to, so then I jibber jabber. So that's why I make those noises, just to compensate, if you don't know already. Alright, where was I? Their only duty at the tabernacle will be to carry loads. They will carry the frames of the tabernacle, the crossbars, the posts, and the bases. Also the posts for the courtyard walls with their bases, pegs, and ropes, and all the accessories and everything else related to their use. Assign the various loads to each man by name. So these are the duties of the Meritite clans at the tabernacle. They are directly responsible to Ethar, son of Aaron the priest. Summary. Summary of the registration. So Moses, Aaron, and the other leaders of the community listed the members of the Conite division by their clans and families. The list included all the men between 30 and 50 years of age who were eligible for the service of in the tabernacle. The total number came to 2,750. That's a lot. So this was the total of all these men from the Conitite clans who were eligible to serve at the tabernacle. Moses and Aaron listed them just as the Lord had commanded through Moses. The second clan, the Gershonite division, was also listed by its clans and families. The list included all the men between 30 and 50 years of age who were eligible for service in the tabernacle, and the total number came to 2,630. Not as much. It was like a little bit more, a little less than the Conitite clan, but nonetheless it was quite a bit. So this was the total of all these from the Gershonite clans who were eligible to serve at the tabernacle. Moses and Aaron listed them just as the Lord commanded. Now we're getting to the third clan, which was the Meritite division, was also listed by its clans and families. The list included all the men between 30 and 50, no surprise, of age who were eligible for service in the tabernacle. And the total was, it's a little less, even more less than the, it was more, sorry. And the total number came to 3,200, which is 3,200. That's a lot more. So this was the total of all these from the Meritite clans who were eligible for service. Moses and Aaron listed them just as the Lord commanded through Moses. So Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel, okay, listed all the Levites by their clans and families. All the men between 30 and 50 years of age were eligible for service in the tabernacle for its transportation. Number 8580, so 8,580. That's a lot. When their names were recorded as the Lord commanded through Moses, each man was assigned his task and told what to carry, and so the registration was completed just as the Lord commanded Moses. So that is chapter 4 of Numbers. Thank you, Lord, as always, for your living, breathing word. So let's do devotion time here. We're in Proverbs.